Next, the idea of the question: as a resident on our planet, your situation currently, are you planning on moving? Because if we think about it, we have been oppressed by local governments, league governments, and their activities, and currently still fighting them to complete formalization. And you're relocating. We consider those who want to move for work. We have the objective of the median income to make it 86,000 plus, and then it involves setting up markets across the planet. It's what, 200 to 250 markets, and then they will be metropolises on top of that, and people moving there to work. If you are one of these people, across 8.5 billion people over, wanting to move right now, we're all waiting for my situation and FP situations in terms of the PML objectives to move forward so we can all move. Corporate doesn't move unless we move first, right? That's our whole planet. How long have you been where you're living at, tired of waiting, wanting to move right now so you can have new social possibilities? Is that all of us who want to move right now? It would include your possibles in terms of who you meet for intimate relationships and meeting new possibilities for that. For girlfriends and acquaintances and parties and marriage and, you know, in addition to your work relationships you'll have in the future. Places to meet people through common interests, like clubs and like clubs online. You can't do any of that in an epicenter situation. While we have those as the gatekeepers of our movements, turning us around when people try to come help us in our living environments, keeping us chastised with chastity belts, with a den of wolves concept of passes are all around you and people trying to attack you and nobody giving you the time of day. And then the demographic of what you see doesn't include your possibles for intimate relationships. I mean, I've been walking around for motherfucking 10 years and haven't seen any hot chicks. What the fuck is that? Yeah, they're all working, Jeff. Yeah, thanks for the update. Makes no fucking sense when you think about it, asshole. For 10 years, you're walking around with no car for 10 years. You don't see any hot chicks. Yeah, they're working, Jeff. Shove a knife up your ass. You understand me? All I see out there walking around are thugs, teenagers, moms, old people, families, parents, couples. There's no single chicks out there. Just dudes who want to like do lunges. There's no chicks. They're only ugly and fat and fucking retards when they talk. For 10 years. You all out there keeping it like that. While you're fucking us at the same time, right? That's the only reason you come here. I was supposed to be asked out today, and like what? My dad's getting stints removed, quote unquote, stints placed in for an angioplasty, saying he's got clogged arteries, and like the conversation I had with my mom didn't even make sense. Then I got $40. What am I gonna do with it? Stay here? There's no give and take, you know what I mean? I end up DJing on my phone. I got a motherfucking club going on with people fighting me as I mix all fucking night. And then they want to dick me down when I'm tired and want to jerk off and go to sleep. And then I go out there and it's the same old again. Walk through this park of losers that are all attacking me, and then there's no chicks. That's every day. And then the other residents in similar situations that are epicenter, or because they want to relocate, they have no possibilities around them when it comes to social situations or intimate situations. And that's for how long? How many years for you? Looking at formalization, looking at what? These other planets and them keeping us down like this. Who out there needs new friends, doesn't have any, and hasn't met a chick and had a date for how many years now? Looking at all this corporate and all these, without any executive board, running the same yachting programs instead of selling their products or services, doing the same thing, anti-conducive to any situation as such for yourself. What are we becoming? We're like this dry spell, sexually frustrated to the point where we became superheroes and villains and want to kick your ass and kill you? Yeah,